what has this journey been back, man? And how are you doing right now?
I'm doing well, man. Doing in a good spot. Took some work to get feeling good again, but I took a little bit of time and just tried to use all the resources that are available to me through the team and otherwise. And yeah, I mean, I think if you kind of catch stuff early and try to be proactive with it, it really helps.
And your journey, man, just the 7 years off. What has it been like, man? Just because not a lot of people could do that.
Yeah, it definitely was surreal that first year in 2020. After being out of the league for 7 years and really never thinking I was going to come back again. And now it's just kind of fourth year back now, so just kind of back in the routine, back in the grind or whatever you want to call it. But I'm loving it, and I know that everybody's career comes to an end at some point, and it really just makes me want to enjoy every day that I get to be out here.
If you could give advice to someone who's gone through what you've gone through, what would you tell them?
I would say be patient with yourself, and be patient with yourself. Know that you're going to come out of whatever hard thing you're going through. You're going to come out a better person for it. Take every experience as a chance to learn something about yourself, the world, whatever. I think if you go into things with like some curiosity rather than judgment, you're going to help yourself out a lot.
I like it. And so on the baseball side, man, who are some of your favorite pitchers growing up? Your favorite relievers or starters? Yeah.
So I grew up a Braves fan. I grew up in the South, North Carolina, so I grew up going to Braves games, watching Smoltz, Glavine, Maddox, Wohlers closing. Always loved watching him come in below 100. Yeah, I mean, I loved watching Pedro. Pedro is one of my idols growing up. Got to work with him and meet him, so that's been really cool. Got to be teammates with John Smoltz my rookie year, so it's kind of cool when you're meeting and sometimes playing with like childhood, idols. So
I love that. And do you remember the first time you saw yourself on a video game or MLB The Show?
So
what'd you think?
When I was in college, they came out, I think it was like the only year they made it, an NCAA baseball video game, and I was on there. So that was really cool. And then, eventually getting into the show and that stuff, and then you kind of just want your score to be higher, right? You're like, oh, I'm only a 70, I need to be pitched better. So last year, I think I had a pretty good score. So yeah.
Do you have any stories or I guess advice from guys like Smoltz and Pedro, the gems that they gave you that really stuck with you?
I got to play with a lot of great players in Boston. Probably future Hall of Fame or close to it between Lester, Beckett, Billy Wagner. The biggest thing is just watching them go about their work. They had such a deep belief in their ability. And not to say they didn't struggle, not to say they didn't have times where the game was a lot harder, but you never saw them show. They never showed that they were out of it. They never looked lost. And if they felt it, they didn't show it. It was kind of like, look, I'm going to go about my business. Keep handing me the ball. At the end of the year, look at the numbers. They'll be pretty good. And I've tried to take that mindset with me when things go good or go bad. Just keep taking the ball, keep going about your work, and trust that the ability. At the end of the year, the numbers should be there.
Well, Daniel, man, it's great to see you back on the baseball diamond. And, best of luck the rest of the way. Really appreciate it.
I appreciate it.